We're the Aboriginal and Indigenous people of the land. And we've been played. And we don't want to accept the fact that we've been played. So we keep getting played. Because you're going to keep getting played until you realize that you're getting played. Can't hide that you're being played. You have to accept the fact. Damn, playing me right now. So you realize you're being played, you govern yourself accordingly. It's not about being played. Now there was, questions popping up. Alright, so we're going to do some questions. Oh, we got, for this last minute, people are trying their hardest, you know what I mean, to make an impact in the wrong direction with regard to the Moorish movement. But it's not happening because the Moors right now are echelon Moors. And we're on the high road and we see all you frauds. We recognize all you frauds, all you titles people. People like to hide behind titles. They want you to call them by their free national name, want you to call them some title so they can rape your pockets, charge you this and that for things that's your birthright. All these people's time's up. All you gotta do is study. You study. Just study for yourself and you'll realize who the frauds are. Just like that you'll realize who the frauds are. They'll stand out like sore thumbs. Right? Keep your mind protected because they are trying every weak mind right now. Every weak mind. So questions that we had. So first question, Brother Shabazz L. I like to give thanks to Allah and the Prophet for bringing the upliftment to fallen humanity and raising active Moors to assist fledgling Moors with weary hearts. My thanks also extends to the lower self, for without a foe a soldier never knows his strength. I've been waiting for a class explaining how to use AA 2221414 tax exemption in full detail for a long time now. I am 100% equipped to exercise this aspect of my birthright. Since learning we don't pay tax to foreigners, it grieved my heart vexously to pay taxes to foreigners and exercise and not know how to apply AA 222141. Because of lack of knowledge of this most part wrong perspective concerning jurisdiction, I assumed from incorrect reference that the number was only usable in U.S. It's definitely not only usable in U.S. I realize now all birthrights and the act of nationalizing anywhere in a maxim is lawful and has full validity, no matter the corporation in which one may be facing any abuse from. This info that comes from Allah and the Prophet holds the highest esteem in my heart. I know there will be cases of unacknowledgement and challenges will always arise, but now I see with enough study and dedication to the knowledge laid out by Allah and the Prophet, there will appear a solution because there is no coincidences. right? And the question did get answered. It was in one of the last two classes. Actually the Back to Basics 25 class, if I'm not mistaken. We spoke about it. But bottom line is that number is your quote unquote exemption number, ban number, whatever the colonists say. Do you have a native, indigenous, aboriginal, whatever number? That's the number. And it's on your card to prove that that's your number. That's why the good brother CMB registered the stuff. Right. AA222141 CMB. Right. That's why it's registered in the Library of Congress by a Moorish American. Because they realized the sellout that was going on, and they had to save the birthright. If they didn't save the birthright, we'd be in worse trouble than we're in right now. Think we're in something now? We would have been there would have been no wins for anybody if certain Moors didn't pick up the mantle. If certain Moors didn't pick up the mantle, there would be absolutely no getaways with exercising birthrights like what Moors get away with right now. Because there's some Moors tell you some stories, like, yo, you got off that? That worked? That's all you told them? Wow. They didn't want to see the nationality card. They just went by your word of mouth that you're, wow. There's power in this. And the power of your birthright comes when you realize it's your birthright. Some temple gave this to you. Some building gave this to you. Building walked up and said, yes, here's your birthright because, I've been holding it for you. Noble Drew Ali made me, the holder in due course of your birthright. So in order for you to have a birthright, you have to come into me because, this building that Noble Drew Ali created is really the womb. And you're being birthed out of the, please. You're descendants of Moroccans born in America. And then remember we read the Jose Pimenta Bay, right? That Morocco is not just over there, but it's an extension that's here as well. And it's all under the jurisdiction of the Moorish Empire. Same thing that Noble Drew Ali said. And then Jose Pimenta Bay stuff is in the Library of Congress. And it wasn't rejected. So that let you know something about the scholarship by the Moor that's teaching in the college right now. Yeah, what the Moors doing? Moors are educating your dumbass children that you didn't educate. That's what Moors are doing. Moors are getting little brothers and sisters off their charges because once you're above a certain age of majority, even if it's a first offense, second offense, all they need is a letter from a reputable non-profit, whatever BS that they want to see. And what's Moore's doing? Writing letters saying that this young person is somebody who comes sweeps the floor at the temple. They might come set up some chairs. They might not even stay for class. They might just have to, get their hours and be out. But it's alright. Come get your hours. Here's a DVD, here's a book before you go. Bring the paper so we could sign your hours. And let them know that you were working at the Moorish Science Temple of America when you go to your trial. Make sure you say that part loud. Case dismissed. Charges, we're saying. Right? They'll be active, and then you hear Morris talking about, when you go to the court and then you talk to the judge and you're going to make the judge, fix his toupee. Don't listen to them. Active has nothing to do with court or anything. Forget court. Forget damn court. Because Cavalier and Golden State right now are in a court. And you can't even take that serious. People traveling, messed up calls, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be 2 elite teams in the league, and these guys are down 2-0. But then they're going to get a full head of steam, and then they're going to tie it up 2-2, and then it's going to go 7 games because, you know what I mean? Certain people have to make the miracle comeback stuff in order to keep the game going a little bit longer, because, they need more shoes to sell, $500 sneakers. Just because. Just because. So watch out for them. Let's go back to the questions. Brother. There's 2 in here. Okay, brother Anthony Bay. Just sharing my visit to Skylawn Memorial Cemetery with my fez, where my parents' bodies lay at rest. My father was a veteran of the army. Mizraim mentioned in the last show that for the most part, celebration happens here. I've attached a photo of the band wearing their version of the fez. Note, I had my fez on and a European approached me after and says, I like your fez. Just wish all the band members could wear one. And thanks for coming. I responded with thanks, but you already have your version of the fez. I just don't know what you call it. He said it's a bonnet and revealed the underside that resembles a skull cap in diameter, further stating that it's made with ostrich feathers. I'm sure once you see what I see, you will agree. Note, the ostrich feathers hang just where about the tassel would hang on our fez. Note the color, shape, size of the structure just in front of the ostrich feathers. And then the headwear is called bonnet, B-O-N-N-E-T.